Hi kids, we're going to learn about the map of Washington State today. And you can do a little bit of it today or you can do all of it today. You'll see on the worksheet the questions are divided up from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You can do it however you want to. Here is a picture of the map of Washington State. And if you look down in the corner here, you can see where Washington State is in all of the United States together. Last week you had a map that had countries and continents on it. You remember that the United States is the country we live in, and the United States is on the continent of North America. But today we're going to zoom in from the continent down to the country and down to the state of Washington. So I'm going to read for you what it describes the state of Washington as. Washington is called the Evergreen State. It has many forests. Washington also has many mountains. The highest mountain is Mount Rainier. Mount St. Helens is a famous volcano. Washington borders the Pacific Ocean. The Puget Sound is a long body of water. Ships come into the Puget Sound. Let's look at those things, okay? So first of all, it says Washington is called the Evergreen State, and it has many forests. If you look over here at the map key, you see the symbol for forest is trees. Look at all the trees. All of those little symbols of trees show where there are big forests in Washington State. It also has many mountains. So here is the symbol for a mountain, and you can see lots of mountains right through here. And some of those mountains are actually volcanoes. Mount Rainier and Mount St. Helens are an example of mountains that are volcanoes. And you can kind of see how the mountains are right over here in this area mostly. This is called the Cascade Mountains. See right here, it tells you Cascade Mountains. And over here, this little section is called the Olympic Mountains. You've probably heard of Mount St. Helens before. This is the mountain that had a big eruption. Now, this also talked about the Pacific Ocean, which is over here on the west side of Washington, and it flows into the Puget Sound. We call this the Puget Sound. It's an area of water, and boats come in here, and they bring lots of cargo. And you can also see the symbol for rivers. These are rivers. Some big rivers are Yakima River, of course the Columbia River that flows all the way from Canada down to the border of Washington and Oregon, and it flows out to the Pacific Ocean, and the Snake River, which flows into the Columbia River. Did you know that the Walla Walla River flows out into the Columbia River and then out to the Pacific Ocean? That's interesting. So, after you've studied up on this map and you understand it, you can color it, you can decorate it, do however you want, but then answer the questions carefully. The map shows the state of, you know that, what state are we talking about? And Washington has many forests and deserts or mountains. You're going to circle the right answer. Now, if you look back up here at the map key, does it say that Washington has lots of deserts? Does it say Washington has lots of mountains? Look at the map. Do we see any symbols for mountains? Do we see any symbols for deserts? If you think about that, you'll know which answer to circle. On Tuesdays, it talks about the Olympic Mountains and the blank mountains are in Washington. Well, if you look again over here, the map tells you everything. Oops, put it back up there. Okay, so here are the Olympic Mountains, and here's another mountain range. I wonder what it's called. Remember, when we name something with a proper noun, we do it with capital letters because it's a proper noun. And Washington is called the Evergreen State because it has many what? Washington is called the Evergreen State. It has many what? Ooh, the answer is right there for you. So if you keep going on the questions, You'll find all the answers right here on this page. And then at the bottom of the last worksheet, it says, on the back of this paper, draw and color a picture of a volcano. Label it Mount St. Helens. Have fun with this. Bye.